Hello, and welcome to the Chaos Cavern. My name is Kharissa, you can call me Kari, and welcome to another video. I already said this in another video, and yes, I'm filming this back to back, okay? Mind your business, your girl has a lot of things to do this month. But it is crazy how it is already 2023. Like, oh. It's the way he just abandons me just like that. See, do you see the way he cares about his mother? Do you see how he treats me? It is crazy that the new year is already here, one, and B, that it's almost done, like 2 more weeks and we're done with January. It really is the year of the chariot. It is really moving fast. So I thought that I would do a little something reading related, which is what this channel was originally created for, and talk about my reading goals for 2023. Before I get into them though, I do want to discuss what 2022 was like for me. Reading wise, it was a rough year. I did read a lot more than I have had in previous years, but my desire to read is very much, oh, I got a BeReal notification. My desire to read is very much interconnected with my mental health, and when I am not doing well, it is very hard for me to pick up physical books because I am already so overwhelmed that I just want something that is safe, something that is comforting. So my go-to reading substance is fan fiction. Obviously, did you think that I looked like a person that didn't read fanfiction? Please, in 2023, we're not hiding it anymore, okay? So for this year, I really wanted to focus on reading more physical books and getting back into something that I really, really love, you know? And something that I still consider to be a really big part of me. Like, even when I wasn't heavily reading throughout my time in college, I would still call myself a reader. And people would be like, oh, what are your hobbies? I'd be like, reading. Has she picked up a physical book since 2016? No, but she reads, you know? She likes to read. So I want to be able to incorporate more of that back into my everyday life. So I've come up with these 5 little goals to help me get there. And hopefully this can inspire some of y'all as well to, you know, pick up a book and spend more time with ourselves and really in that kind of meditative state, because that's what it is for me. This is our year. Who's gonna say it's not God? Let's do it. Let's do it. So my first reading goal for 2023 is that I want to read at least 2 books a month. And I know some people would be like, oh my god, only 2? And I'm like, yes, okay, only 2. Your girl is going through a rough mental time, and I really don't think I have it in me to give more than that. And you know, if I read more than 2 books a month, that is amazing. If I just read 2, that's fine, but I think it's more about the quality of the time I spend with these books than the amount. I have never really seen this on BookTube, but especially on Book Talk, and I saw it at the end of the year. People were doing their raps and they were like, there's no way you read that many books, or there's no way you only read those little you only read like 5. And I'm like, girl, who gives a fuck so long as people are reading, you know? So that is my first goal for this month. I'm rereading a classic that's near and dear to my heart, and then I am reading a book that I have been putting off forever, but because the 2nd season is coming out, I don't know if it's March or May, but I know it's one of the M months. So I am reading Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo because I need to read this before the season comes out. Even though I hate Mal and the first book made me want to kill myself and made me bang my head against the wall, I will be reading it. Already, I'm only a chapter in, but The Darkling was already there, so that's all I needed. And the second book, which is a reread, is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, because it is one of my favorite classics of all time, and I just really need that warm hug. And I know some of you who've read the book are like, a warm hug, and I'm like, yeah. This here. This describes my mental health, okay? This describes what's wrong with me, and that's okay. We're living with it. So these are my 2 choices for January. I don't know what I'm reading for February yet. I will be sure to update y'all. Most likely not on TikTok every month at the beginning to be like, hey, this is what I'm reading, and then at the end to be able to be like, this is what I thought of them. So if you want to see that, you know, go and follow me. It's the same as my Instagram, which is Kari Elena, so if you want to do that, you can do that. But yeah, that is my first goal for the year. My second reading goal for 2023 is to read every night before I go to bed. And this has become more of a part of a whole, in that I am trying to create a decompression routine for myself every single night. I was the kind of person who would, I still am, the kind of person who would sit in bed with their phone for like, I'd be like, okay, good night, and then sit in my bed with my phone for like 2 hours. Come to the realization that one, that's not healthy, and two, it really affects the way I get up in the morning, and it affects the way I feel, the way I look. It just affects everything. So I have put together a little morning routine, and I talk a bit more about that in a separate video, but as a part of it, I've decided that every single night before I go to bed, the hour before I go to bed, I'm gonna take my medication, which is my sleeping medication. So I'll take my sleeping medication, and then for that hour before it hits, I will read. And I will have my little peppermint tea, and I'll read, and it'll be a nice little time for myself. And I've only done it once or twice so far. I've not been good about it this month, I'm gonna be completely honest, which as of the moment, as someone who is an insomniac, is not the best relationship. So yes, that is my second goal. My third goal for 2023 when it comes to reading is to find a new author that I can connect to. And this is not just like, oh, I like their work, is I want to find a new author that is like a go-to, you know, that I can sit down and every single time I see one of their releases, I'm like, yes, I know I'm gonna love that. I feel like when I was younger, I had those authors, and like, come on, Rick Riordan, you know, like people that whenever they released, I was like, yes, we're going, we're buying. And they really spoke to me on a soul level. I did find an author like that last year, which was Silvia Moreno Garcia. Adore her, love her, what a goddess, queen de todo. Oh, just snaps all around. I want to have that same experience again this year. I think it's also going to push me out of my comfort zone to read more books by authors that I don't know in hopes of finding my new fave. So yeah, that is my third goal. My fourth reading goal is to read more self-improvement books / books that can inspire me. It comes from the need of being more gentle with myself and being more loving towards myself. And I feel like in the last about 2 years, I've really fallen into a place of falling out of love with who I am as a person, with my body, with my self-expression, with everything I am. And I really want to get back into a place where I am in love with being me and with being in this body and living my experiences and everything that comes with being me. So yeah, kind of cheesy, but I do think it'll have a positive impact on myself, my brain. I'm a person who can fall very much deep into their work and see my worth only in what I am producing. And that is something that needs to change. So hopefully this goal will help me bring something new into my life and into my space. Finally, my last reading goal for 2023 is that I want to make a dent on this damn TBR that has been growing since I was in high school. Because enough is enough. And of course, this doesn't mean I'm not gonna buy new books. What do I look like? I'm not that strong. However, I need to start reading some of the things that are on this motherfucking bookshelf because I'm never gonna get to them. So I've decided at least one of the books I pick every single month needs to come from this stack. And if it's not, hit me over the head. Just bonk me, okay? I don't deserve to live. If that is something that is gonna be happening, okay? We need to get onto it. There are books in here that I have been dying to read and I just haven't had the time to or haven't allowed myself to. I actually got a little TBR cart because I am easily influenced by all of the booktubers, and I've decided that even though like the bottom two are more like electronic based and for like storage, the first one is always going to carry the books that I am excited to read next month or that I'm going to be reading this month. So those are all of my reading goals for 2023. A really short video, I know, and we'll get to longer content later, but I just wanted to start off with a fresh slate of this is what I want, this is what we're looking to achieve, and just create a new safe environment for myself and those who want to be here. So if this is the mood that you're in for 2023, just achievable, small, long-term goals that are fueled by a rekindling of your love for reading and a desire to just get to a better place with yourself and the way you feel towards the universe, then welcome. And I hope you stick around and see more of my videos. So that is all that I have for you guys today. If you liked my content, please like. If you want to see more of my face and more content like this, subscribe. Let me know what are your reading goals for 2023. What are your plans? Even if it's not for reading, tell me all your goals. Tell me all your secrets. I want to know. And I will see you guys in the next video. I have no idea when this video is going to go up. Probably, hopefully, before the end of January. So I'll see you in February. Bye.